Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining Archangel Alts, the most alty archangels ever. So, interesting news day today. Mute is off, full screen's working. Looks like we're set to go. So thank you so much for joining. If you will notice real quick, this should work on replay as well, but in the chat you'll see that we put our link. Make sure and come and join us, sign up, so you can see the next round of the webinar and join our community. The thing that is missing from our community is you. Your voice is what we're missing. So we love discussing everything crypto and helping to kind of lead the way through the dark times and the bright, through the lows and the highs of the crypto extravaganza. So today in the news, this is big stuff and it's just a sign of things to come. The further back that you go into our previous videos, the more you're going to see that we're just kind of, we seem to always be just ahead of whatever the next trend is going to be. And I would put this into the category of, please listen to me very closely when I say this. Mass adoption comes from liquidity. Liquidity of any kind, but if you want to see things happen for crypto and you are already gung-ho on them, the thing to do now, it can happen instantaneously with anybody, everybody, everywhere. Liquidity equals trading on a legitimate exchange. We choose Binance. Binance, I don't know them personally, but I know the experience intimately. 14 hours a day, 17 hours a day, 18 hours a day, my eyes are glued to Binance. I've run into very few problems over 15 months straight of doing so. There may be a cumulative of maybe 5 days out of the past 400 that I've spent more than 2 hours away from Binance, and the problems have been insignificant. The support that was a little bit on the light side in the first couple of months, because they were only around for a few months when I first began, has only improved. Their help has been very good. We always provide a link that you can click directly to Binance, so you don't have to worry about getting hit by a scam, a false link to the website. We have a referral in there, and all that does is to help us reduce our fees if we choose to use the Binance coin to pay for fees at a discount. Other than that, you are just guaranteeing you're going to the right Binance. So yeah, when you click the link that you see in the top chat, you see Archangel Alts, the EGC webinar. You're going to want to sign up for that. EGC is the exponential growth curve. It's what we have been working away at, slaving away at for months, and we're seeing that it works. It continues to work. We have seen now 4 of the toughest dips anybody could possibly imagine in any market, and we are still rolling. So now on for the news. Please join us. Subscribe. Ring the bell. Give us a thumbs up. Or just a thumb, whatever. Check us out on Twitter. Join us. This is exciting times. You don't want to miss out for one of the most significant times in history, in the history of economics. So here we go. Nike, and special thanks to Footwear News and to Everipedia, talking about Cryptokicks. Nike filed with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to trademark the word Cryptokicks on April 19th. So we are talking this week in the news. Really big deal. Much bigger deal than Taylor Swift does the tie-dye trend and pastels with the coolest ... Yeah. Okay. The trademark would apply to cryptocurrency software and hardware wallets, online marketplace services, and virtual financial transaction services. It would also cover providing online non-downloadable computer software for use as a cryptocurrency wallet, providing a website featuring technology that enables users to mine, earn, purchase, receive by any other means, store, and transfer blockchain-based tokens, coins, cryptocurrencies, and other crypto assets, the filing stated. So this is, the serious preparation, and the thing that we have talked about all this time is, mass adoption equals liquidity. Liquidity comes from trading on a legitimate exchange. We choose Binance. And if you do not want to sit back and watch the crypto revolution go into the hands of big tech, fintech, financial institutions, banks, and governments issuing stable coins, using blockchain just for, the next stage of coupons and all the different things that are coming, then it's time to get involved. Tell 1 million of your friends, and they'll tell 1 million of their friends. Put $100 in. Get your wallet through, any of the different means that are comfortable to you. You could use Kraken, you could use Coinbase, you could use Gemini, you could use Binance. If you are hard set on owning your own private keys and owning, then do research to choose in your location where the best place is to secure your own cold storage, hard storage, or just you're really good at backing up your WIF in order to secure your privacy keys. And make sure that you learn the things that you need to know to do the method that works best for you. But if you are going to get involved in trading, we encourage you to at least join our free community if you don't decide to go ahead and join with a paid subscription. Make sure that you watch the webinar so you understand what the exponential growth looks like. It's exciting stuff, in fact. Woohoo! Woohoo! So I was testing out 500 trades at that. So what would it be after? Okay, yeah. If you do 5,000 trades on $2,000 and just grow it by 0.5% for each trade, you'll no longer be able to count if you didn't break the cycle somewhere after 1,000 and then rebuild. So exponential growth is very fun. We'll go over it. We like going over it. It's one of the more enjoyable things about the work that we do. So Bitcoin's sitting just above 5470, and the volume is dropping again. We're seeing 260 million has dropped $100 million. So if the wind doesn't blow back in the next 2 or 3 hours, we're going to start to see some weird, funky, crazy things happening with the alts, which have had what is now, in some cases, more than another 50% drop. I'm not happy to see that, but I am happy for the buyback in. And once again, that makes it an incredibly good time for anybody that is considering just getting in now. So for Nike, hey, he likes it. He eats everything. They've included the most important elements that I would look for. A crypto wallet, downloadable computer software, technology that enables mining, earning, so a rewards program, received by any other means, store, transfer. Okay, transfer, blockchain-based tokens. Okay, that means that the address should be able to work at least in the direction of trading towards something else. Well, I mean, eventually that may be them going onto the exchanges, etc. That would be really cool. But this is what, we've been talking about all this time, that eventually this becomes, the hyper sensationalized thing that everything does at this point. You're going to see Walmart coin, you're going to see Home Depot coin, you're going to see McDonald's coin, even though they've already played around with the idea of coins, but not, officially. You're going to see assets like Cryptokitties become a million different things, just like, the casual gaming boom became something that was so overinflated that, it went from being really fun to addictive to, oh my gosh, if I see another, app game, I'm going to explode, So, eventually these things settle into what do the people actually want and not the influx. So, we're going to see the advent of more and more of this. The question is, how do all of those current alts that are ICOs that appeal to people that are already insiders, they're already on the inside of the process and how the stuff works, how are those things going to appeal to people that are completely outside of the bubble? People who are into sports and they buy shoes. There's one. People who are into hardware and tools and they buy tools. From Home Depot, Lowe's, all this different kind of stuff. We're going to see how this stuff translates, and when do they start saying blockchain technology and start saying something that is catchier that spreads to a wider base. So though Nike's exact plan for Cryptokicks are unclear, the filing indicates that it may be launching an online coin of its own branded under Cryptokicks' name. I would say so. It's definitely still nascent in the mainstream area, but we are starting to see more firms accepting it, which implies the trend has legs. Legs have feet, and feet need shoes. Michael Diamond, Director of Industry Analysis for Commercial Technology at the NPD Group, Inc., told FN, if the big guys are exploring and starting to offer it, more customers are asking for and demanding it, and retailers do not want to get left out in the cold, especially if they have a global presence. With its latest trademark filings, Swoosh, Yeah, that's not going to happen. If they have a global presence, yeah. Sneakers, self-lacing, adapt. Okay, I care less and less as I go on. So, website searching Cryptokicks through the trademark thing, Nike. Okay, good. So, let's see the twist on the information. I like seeing this. That's very, very, very interesting. April 19th, 2019, Nike filed a trademark with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office for Cryptokicks. Now, something to realize, first of all, the patent side of things, there can be something that is specific to their project that they think is unique that they could get. I don't know the name for it in this sector, but like a utility patent for something else if you didn't invent the seatbelt, but you invent a better seatbelt, for instance, that kind of thing. Trademark would be the actual Cryptokicks part of things. People get a lot often confused about trademark. Copyright does not cover things that trademark does. Trademark goes from the TM, where you say, hey, I'm the first one to make this shape with this thing in it. And if nobody challenges you on it, then it will hold up by default, because if you came up with it, there won't be one before it. So technically, especially in the computer age, there's a lot of ways to fudge numbers and dates and times, but a real timestamp is going to hold up in court. The second thing being that when you register and you get your registration, you get a little R around it. So it's about the image and the slogan, and any combination of those two. Copyrights don't cover those things. Copyrights are for a different category from trademarks. So you have learned a little bit of something. Application was submitted on a 1B basis, which means Nike intends to use the trademark in the near future. So that's kind of cool. It means it's not just a place and hold. It means that they actually intend to use it. The application describes how Nike plans to offer mobile apps centered around crypto collectibles, crypto art, and tokens. We're also planning a crypto-friendly online marketplace which will blend seamlessly with their $2 billion digital commerce business. Nike seems to also be releasing their own cryptocurrency. So here's something very interesting to understand. We are in the financial sector. What we do with Archangel Alts, and this is where we are right now in the industry. This is an ebb and flow kind of thing. Things might move in a different direction. We definitely have our own ideas of something that would take off like hotcakes. Unbelievable. Hotcakes, the next biggest thing since pancakes. Okay. But not everybody is interested in a digital asset that's supposed to be like money. Not everybody is interested in doing something similar to trading on the New York Stock Exchange. A lot of people just want to play games. A lot of people like to collect things, and that's like a game. People could play crypto asset card games similar to, we've seen everything from Yu-Gi-Oh! To the massively multiplayer in World of Warcraft, and then League of Legends, and then Lord only knows what comes next, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's lots of ways to use exactly the same system, exactly the same blockchain to represent something other than a coin, an imaginary coin. CryptoKitties, it can be an imaginary cat that somehow comes out of an egg. It can be anything. It could be, let's say you reach, what is Candy Crush the thing since Bejeweled? You reach level, 3, and you earn yada yada points in a game. If those have a tangible value in the game, especially if it's something that people would normally have to add to their account to cash in on something, you could very easily, the game could create game coin that works within the game, and you earn points into that point system. It's the same as a coin, and it could actually be traded somewhere outside of the game, and that's where the value starts. But people that are much more into games are going to care a lot more about that than something on Binance that looks like, stock charts. So we need about 3 million more people in the actual financial sector that are adults who care about trading. And then, the mass adoption I can see in the hundreds of millions coming just from the assets that technically behind the scenes, they're earning companies and projects and ICOs and everything else exactly the same way as a token would, as long as you can transfer that to something of tangible value. And that's what makes it a store of value. So, if you were investing in gold and you get to a place where, you need some of the value from that, you can find a way to trade out your gold to a currency. So, if that didn't work, then gold would just be a pretty shiny thing that you paid way too much for. So that's how this stuff works, man. They're also planning a crypto-friendly online marketplace, which will blend seamlessly with their $2 billion digital commerce business. Nike seems to also be releasing their own cryptocurrency. Some have speculated that Nike will be the first company to put a shoe on the blockchain. Shoe blockchain? Perhaps incentivizing people to wear and buy their rechargeable, self-lacing hyper-adapt trainers. Blockchain tech could be used to authenticate real shoes to incentivize a healthy lifestyle. Okay, we're going to talk about that part with built-in pedometers. The possibilities are endless. They recently filed a trademark for the term footwear. Software, footwear. Yeah, we're entering into the stuff. Do you really want the Nike Core and anybody they relate to, your information, to be able to not only know who you are as a customer logged in through your account, but know exactly how many steps you take and how fast they were? I mean, really, it's more about metrics than it is about how fit you are. But the technology is absolutely amazing, so I'm not going to get off on a tangent there. Very, 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 very interesting. So here's the trademark app, Cointelegraph, articles, Bitcoinist article, Nike files for footwear trademark, etc., etc., etc. Special thanks to these articles. Thank you for providing the information, and just make sure and join us, folks. Thanks so much for watching, and for now, Archangel Alts out.